pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C Certified Brewhead.
And I am Scott Beer, cold beer enthusiast.
And welcome to another edition of Beer Mail here on BEAU'S podcast. And mate, isn't it gorgeous?
I know, I love it.
You just actually said we haven't done a video here for a while.
It's been a long time.
One could even say a hot minute.
Hot minute though still.
What's poppin', son?
Chilling. Just yeah, we're doing a little late evening beer mail.
Yes, we're here in Toronto, as you might have guessed based on our set.
The set.
The set. There is no other set. There is just the one. And so, I don't know when this is actually going to come out. I was about to say just weekend past, but I guess it's kind of irrelevant. So, in late September, we're at the BEAU'S Oktoberfest. And they have this brand new fall pack that they so kindly sent us. Shout out to Jen and Taylor for that one. So, BEAU'S do these mixer packs very regularly here in Ontario. You actually can't get them in Quebec, fun fact. You can get all the beers, but individually. Okay. I wanted to ask Steve why, but there was 8,000 things I wanted to ask that we missed.
Politics, I'm sure.
I'm sure it's 100%. It's always politics. So, basically, this is a little extra. You might think, well, it's a pack that fits 4 beers. Why do you have 5? So, we did a podcast with them just over the weekend after the festival. And this is a beer called Life Advice, which is from their sister brewery called Halcyon that I believe they own or at least have a stake in. That does all like barrel aged and fermented and sour beers and stuff. So, they passed on this one. They only had 1 bottle left. Apparently, it's super hard to get. So we figured, you know what? Let's get into this one first, and then we're gonna like meander our way through the not meander. We'll zip through them, get through the full pack. And both packs are always fire and flame. So
this is a table beer, right? Like a Belgian table beer.
Yes, 3.5.
3.5%.
It's just barrel fermented,
yeah.
Bottle conditioned, and it was blended on 10th of August. So. That's pretty far.
So get it in you?
So get it in you. It's really interesting. This bottle... Oh, yes. Did you get it? Yes. Alright. Smells of Saisoni. I guess, you know, these French... So I've noticed a ton of these, like, table beers, like, out here now.
Out here?
Out here. It's going to do a little pause because we have 8,000 beers to get through. We have Notion in the building.
Notion!
Helping us with the cameras this evening. Can I please have your glass, sir?
There you go, mate.
So normally we would have Tiff, as you know, but Notion is my brother. He's also our does a lot of our photography, and he does enough. We're gonna have enough after that, and makes all the podcasts sound pretty. Just in case you didn't know. So, Halcyon Barrel House Life Advice Table Beer 3.5%, as the kids say. Get in here.
Get in here.
Yeah, enough. I like that. I like that. Citrus. Yeah, nice carbonation. Really nice, pretty color, touch opaque.
Nice to have a beer that's like under 6 point something percent every once in a while.
Every now and then.
It's very refreshing. It still has that really nice, yeasty saison character you kind of get from those other bigger beers, but without the kind of punch in the mouth.
Some cloves, herbs. A little bit of fruity hops in there. Definitely some citruses. You get that immediately.
And you get
a little
that
creamy mouthfeel as well.
Like, you can taste the barrel in it. Like
100%.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's got some like it's not Brett or it's not any of those other things, but it's almost like got a little. There's something. I don't know if it even like tells you on the thing or if it's kind of assumed, but it feels like it's like it could have, unless it was like aged in a barrel that kind of had something in it.
Totally.
And you can get that barrel, whatever the crap was in the barrel beforehand. We actually had our... sorry, go on.
I was going to say, it's hydrating. Like,
I'm loving this. It feels like it's like water in the best possible way, because usually when you describe a beer as water, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
And this is fire. And today actually was the first kind of cooler day for a while, and man, this would have been wicked like yesterday or the day before when it was hot as tits.
I'm mad at this. I think this was the right one to go with first, though.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. This was our second beer from Halcyon. We had their Infinity Mirror at the interview
at the brewery with Steve. Yeah,
fire. We're all like creaming.
I love that beer.
Yeah, we fucking should have got some bottles for that.
It's like blended a whole bunch of different strains of bread. Like it was just like a.
It was fire.
Yeah,
it was really. And bread IPAs are
big fan.
Huge one. So next up, we have a spiced white beer called the Spice Principle.
Spice. Right.
Did you have this? That is weird. 5.6%. Did any of you guys have this at the
I
tank?
did.
Oh shit! Yeah, go on. Tell me what you thought.
It was my favorite beer of the festival. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
Fire and flame. Do you know what was in it?
No.
So, aside from the regular things, coriander, turmeric, cumin, fenugreek, cayenne, black pepper, yellow mustard, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, nutmeg, and brewer's yeast.
That's why I liked it.
Most of it organic.
All day.
Ooh, look at that.
What's that around the...
Oh, do you know? Okay, so this is like something I learned recently from BML. So this came in BML when they shipped it to us. But they both have these wicked, which I'm so glad with. This because now it's for trading. Like this one was really hard to find. I wasn't able to buy it anywhere. It's these 4-packs that have they're like, I don't know if anyone trades, but you got these. It's like a so tall, like an oblong, like a rectangular box with these 2 sliding like what's this crap called, polystyrene.
Okay.
And you sort of just 2 that go together. They kind of hold 2 bottles, and they go side by side. You put those together and pop and slide that in the box,
so
and you
nice
put it
and safe.
nice and safe. You put a little thing over the bottle cap,
Yo, this
what do you
is
call it? Bubble wrap, and at the
serious.
bottom, dude, the trading game is real.
Yeah. I'm gonna venture one day into the trading game. Someday. If anyone wants to send me, willingly send fire, I'm here. And, I mean, I live down the street from Bellwood, so holla at your boy.
Yeah, honestly, I've been really busting Scott and Notion's walls to get involved more in the trading game. I participate fairly regularly now, and right else? And you know, I really enjoy it. Like, I got a bunch of trading partners in Vancouver and Ottawa, and like a whole other bunch of places, and it's super fun. You know what I am looking for? Someone to trade with in Halifax who can get access to like the New Brunswick, like Trailway, unfiltered and stuff in Halifax. I want kind of some more East Coast things.
Cool. I respect
That's what I'm looking
that.
for. Anyway, the spice principle, 5.6%. Get it
in, yeah.
Woof. You smell all 18 of those ingredients.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Yeah, that's intense.
So,
It's great. Nice color too.
I don't know if you get this, but
Tell me
like
about
the
it.
beers tasted way different at the festival on tap than they do from the bottle.
Totally.
I think that may have been a temperature thing. The beer was really, really cold at the festival.
And it was hard.
Because it was so hot, right? So I think that, not any slight to BAOS, like that only makes sense to serve cold beer at a hot beer festival, but I'm getting way more flavor from this bottle right now, which is just, this is like beer store cold right now. So
yeah, it's kind of like we had it in the fridge. I had it in the fridge all day. We brought it here.
like it's not
Bit of
super
travel.
cold, but it's like it's opening up way more
Wet.
than it was before.
I got a feeling you maybe gave me, like, I don't think I had one, but I think I tried some of yours because you
Yeah.
had a few different ones. We all had different stuff. Pretty damn impressed with this. Like, you can really taste all of those like,
Crazy.
herbs.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a lot. BAOS are known for that. It's kind of like those Gruit. You know what? I thought it was Groot. It's Gruit. Because
Yes.
everyone kept saying Gruit. And Nathan was saying, shout out to Nathan. He kept saying Gruit. I'm like, he talks funny. And then Steve said Gruit. I'm like, I talk funny.
Yeah, you're definitely the funny talker.
Racist. This is bullshit. Yeah, this is great though. Deadass. I like this one a lot. Very foley. I like the name Spice Principle. Kind of like, I feel like I see pineapple in that. I like pineapple,
Ananas.
as the kids call it. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. I would totally rock this
I
more.
just
often.
noticed we're surrounded by all my BAOS art here. I forgot that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty sexy. I remember this was like the first thing when we were there. It was like one of our first visits. We were so amped to go there. And they appreciated that we were pretty excited about the beer and stuff, and just the brewery, because it's one of the ones that got us into craft pretty heavy.
These were all in the discount bin actually when we went there.
Were they really?
Last weekend, yeah. $5.
Really?
$5, yeah.
All of these jokes?
Yeah, that one. And, well, these 3 at least were in the
Damn.
discount bin.
Have you had all of these on?
No, not at all.
Collaborator? Who was that a collab with? Oh, Bridgehead. Where's Bridgehead from? Ottawa?
We're getting sidetracked, Greg.
Yeah, sorry. All right. Next is the Cranberry Dobby or Derby.
This.
How would you say that?
Derby. Like, as in, like, horses racing?
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't
Like
too
the
sure. Some people say it funny.
Kentucky Derby?
Yeah.
You say Derby?
What do we say? Derby.
Yeah.
I think I was just trying to allow for everybody. I don't know.
You're just trying to be difficult with your aluminium.
We've talked about this before. I'm not going to say it again. We know that it's aluminium.
There's a different spelling, mate. Okay, there's an iron.
Scottish aluminium.
iron in the end.
It's plenty, mate.
Excuse me.
Oh, we ready yet? No. Whenever you're ready.
Come on, Nosh, you gotta keep up, bro.
Let's give you some of the beer. So, Scotty, this is the Cranberry Derby, as we just discovered.
So I had this, and there was a little section of the Oktoberfest that was like punk rock and skateboarding, and this was one of the beers that I had in that portion, and I quite liked it. See, did you have this at
You gave me a sip.
Okay, I gave you a sip.
So I didn't actually take it because I knew it was in this fall mix pack, and I just really wanted to save it for that. But
Let's give it a go.
get in here.
Get in, you know.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Look at that color too. Light brown, ruby brown. All right. Ooh, 6.3. Oh, that's way more cranberry.
Way more
than
cranberry.
that.
See, this is what I'm
Woo!
saying.
It's like tangy.
Yeah.
So it's a Cranberry Oat Ale, 6.3%. Sorry, I have the little sheet here.
Cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet. Berry infused pale ale. Cranberry and oats, but this is no muffin. That's a good one, guys. That's I like that a lot. Yeah, organic cranberries and cranberry juice, flaked oats. I like it a lot, and I do like cranberry muffins. So it is not a muffin, and I wish it was.
Quite tart. I feel like the oats give it that nice round mouthfeel, smooth,
Creamy.
velvety, creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice.
And then the tartness of the cranberries kind of balance that out.
I wonder if it's extra tart because it's sort of warmed up a little.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
We're getting minimal hops, but I think that it lends itself well to
Wasn't
this.
the point.
Yeah,
Point
you
out.
don't need it really.
I guess they're calling it an oat ale, even though it's kind of described as a pale ale. It's more like billed as an oat, so it's it's a little more on that not so hop forward side. Which, but it's super sick to have like I love fruit and beer at any time, and this is like
Don't we all?
Don't we
Don't
all, am I
we
right?
all?
And this is fantastic. I like the color too. It's like just a little like.
Could be
smidge of
use
red.
some darker malts, and then obviously the cranberry reds it
Coming
out a
true.
little bit. Yeah,
Oof. It's like super tangy. I reckon it was not this tangy when you had it, eh?
we had it super cold, so I feel like it was more.
Cold, yeah.
It was like refreshing and thirst quenching before. This is
Yeah.
more like tart and
It's not quite the tangy. It's not quite sour, but it's like well, what's cranberry? Cranberries are generally
Tart.
Generally tart, but they also don't they have bitterness as well? In
Yeah.
them? Yeah. I'm not really getting that here, but it's fine.
it's almost like tannic too. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah, a little like winey. That's a good
Totally
flavor.
different beer when it's not as cold as when we had it before.
Yeah, everything's starting to like. I'm just noticing everything's slowly warming up a bit here.
They're fairly
But-
warm right now.
I mean, we had them at a decent rate. The next one actually is perfect to have it at this temperature anyway. So we're gonna skip the lug tread. Otherwise, you probably would have had that second after the life advice. It's just we've all had lug tread before. It's a classic. It's what like 80% of BO's sales. If you haven't had lug tread and you live in Canada, even in Quebec, I think Saskatchewan's the only place without it.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your life? You need to try it. You were saying earlier the lug tread is.
Yeah, I just had a couple fresh from the brewery. Thank you for the hookup on the BO's lug tread.
That was Taylor.
Taylor
Took care of us.
Yeah, like it's just your go-to crusher. It is a beer tasting beer. It is bubbly and yellow and delicious and refreshing. And I want to just drink it and watch sports and
Who doesn't
do
watch
cartwheels. And I want to sit out on the patio
Ooh,
and like it's just like
yes.
one of my favorite go-to crushers of all time. So.
It's a bloody rip. We're actually going to San Diego next week. Going to bring some for Torontonian who lives out there who'll probably be missing that. Might bring it for another Cali person. I know it's a Colshan. It's not like the crazy stuff you want to bring someone from overseas, but I feel like it's like, you know what, this is a nice little like
Just a go-to.
yeah, it's a good little representation. Like, all right, Canada.
Okay, I see
I
what
see
you're doing,
you.
Canada.
Next up in the final beer for today. Or
So
evening.
this, I didn't have this at
I
the
think
beer
on
fest.
purpose
Did
we
we both
didn't.
skip it? Okay,
you tried
cool.
it? You tried it?
No
Or you-
Stog
you
tried
can
it?
talk. It's okay.
Thumbs up.
It was mid.
Would you say
Mint.
Licky Fire and Smoke?
Yes, it's very
Export stout.
Good point. So it's Sergeant Stripes Export Stout. Is 7.9%. Sorry, dude, I have the thing. It's a multi-export stout. Dark as a winter sky. I like these.
Taylor wrote this, didn't he? It's so romantic.
Oh, Taylor, I see you, bro. Yeah, basically just an export stout. But it's like normally export stouts, I always find that they are like sitting around the 5%. All that
Little packaging stuff.
Yeah.
You know it's fresh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, usually export stouts are like
It's
the
strong
5
for
an export.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't try it. Because at the beer fest, I was trying to keep it low, man. You get like you were crazy. You had that 100 or whatever.
Okay, so I hadn't had any Cigar City, and actually a lot of the breweries that we wanted to try had already sold out by the time we got there, unfortunately. But I saw Cigar City, and I've legit never tried anything from them, and I saw they had an 11.9
or something.
Something
High-end
ridiculous. And I'm like, am I going to try it at the end of the night? No, I'm going to be ruined. Try it as your first beer, and then...
I don't know if that logic rings true, though.
It didn't, but... I had to have it, so I'm like, probably better off in the beginning than the end.
Well, I enjoyed the sip. I saw a friend today, and that was the first
question. It was amazing.
Question.
It was really good, but it ruined
it.
me.
Was, right? Yeah. Well, the first question I was like, did you have the 100%? Well, Scotty did. But yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Well...
Get that in us.
You know?
Okay. Nice color. No stog?
No stog.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, mate.
Get our little porskies. So it's actually... Oh, no. It is dark as a winter sky. Is it not? I can't see through that.
Sorry, it's not winter yet, but I mean...
Well, we've still got a nice week next week, so... Alright.
It's got a nice brown little
thing, but you can't see through is what I'm saying. It's not like mud cake, but like...
Okay.
It's chocolate, eh? Get it inside of you.
Inside of you. Oh, yeah.
I like that. That does not taste 7.9.
Not even close.
Not even like...
Do you know what? I feel like it's in stout. I'm excited it's stout season again. I've been off... I look through my Instagram feed, it's like IPA, Pale Ale, IPA, Saison, sour. And I'm like, man. And then I think this Oktoberfest was the first stouts. We had the cherry milk stout.
I was hoping that was in this pack. That was fire.
So good.
Yeah, I really liked
And now this guy, and I'm like back on stouts. I'm excited about stouts, and it's fall, and pumpkin spice everything, and stouts.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? I feel it. And we were just actually talking before. You got those. We got the proper stout glasses. You got the IPA glasses with the ribs.
Yes.
There's the stout ones that Scotty got. So like
the thin German crystal.
Pretty. They break if you smell it. But like I've got a whole bunch of stouts in the fridge. I haven't even gone
My
near.
My cellar is full of stouts and imperial stouts. I'm just dying to
I'm kind of looking forward to it. You're right, because you know what? It's
really
coming to that time, and I thought when we get to Australia, we're going to be like, and back to the IPAs. But yeah, guys. Well, this was a super fire full pack from BEAU'S. So if you're wherever they sell the pack, get it. I gotta be real.
CPO?
If you see,
and across Canada.
Saying across Canada,
Sure.
because I was gonna say, if you see the pack, cop it. If wherever you live you can't cop the pack, get the individual beers. They should be, at least in Quebec, they're all around. And from what I hear now, a lot of these beers are making it out west. So you should be able to get a lot of them. I know that Halcyon, that's probably pushing it a bit.
Comes with that fun little toaster. Where's that toaster?
Oh, at the front here.
Yeah, there you go.
Bam! I want to bring this up to Steve during the thing, because they were saying they were bringing New Life to Van Cleek Hill. I love that they put VKH. They made it cool by putting... It was on the app. It was on the front page of the Oktoberfest app.
VKH all day. Hashtag VKH.
I love it. I feel like it's kind of gangster. I feel like if there's any Van Cleek Hill rappers, run with that.
Yo.
You need your first EP VKH.
I think there's 800 people in the whole town. There's got to be at least one rapper.
There has to be. Do you reckon there is?
Yeah.
There's going to be one.
Yeah,
Just one.
Just one dude.
Does he drop beats like a clumsy farmer, though?
Yo, bars farm.
Yeah.
Alright, yellow nuts. So if you enjoyed the video, chuck us a thumbs up. Subscribe as well on YouTube. Wherever the hell that is. We've got to figure out where that button is, because we generally point everywhere. We kind of probably look silly.
It's
probably
right here.
There.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it's over
What if it's not here?
But sometimes it's here. I don't know. Fuck.
Just click all over the screen and eventually
You figure it
find
out. I'll probably say subscribe. Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast, and make sure you want to hear our long form rants and yaps with awesome ass people. Check out our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Mixcloud, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play, all that nonsense. And that's about it, y'all. Get it in, ya.